Alright, so here this is the Yamaha accessory frame sliders, and these are probably the nicest frame sliders that's available for these bikes. I like the fact that it's actually 2-point, right? So that way it's a lot sturdier. Usually the 1-point ones, the problem with those is that sometimes they get caught and they bend, and lots of times when that happens, it damages the frame, or if the bolt connects directly to the engine, it damages the engine case. It actually cracks the engine case. So this is probably the best frame slider on the market. With that said, I just got myself some crash cage. These are Givi, Italian brand. They're known for making top boxes, side cases, but they also do make engine cases as well. So this right here is even better protection. So basically it goes on like this, like so. Oops. Right, it goes on like so. So you see how much more protection it offers. So this here will protect, well, this up here, but it's not going to protect down here. If you're sliding down here, this is all going to scratch up, but this right here will. I've never, I have about 150,000 miles, street miles under my belt. I have never ever crashed a bike before. I have crashed in the dirt, riding dirt roads and such like that, but that's different. Riding dirt is different than riding pavement. But I also have dropped a bike just pushing it around the garage. Usually when a bike's newer, not used to the balance and such. I have yet to drop this bike, but previous bikes in the past I have just pushing it around the garage because, especially when it's new, I'm not used to the balance of the bike. So hopefully I won't drop this bike pushing it around. But yeah, like I said, never crashed before. Knock on wood. It never really happened. So yeah. So anyways, so we got these Givis. So hopefully they'll blend in and looks okay too. I had some Givis on one of my previous bikes. I had it on a Honda CB600F, also known as the 599 in North America, and known as the Hornet in Europe. And I had Givis on those, and those were great. And I dropped the bike walking around and parking, just parking in the dirt, and the dirt, soft dirt, with a kickstand, it sinks in. If you're not careful, and it fell over and stuff like that. And the Givi has, I always purchased it. It never got, the bike never got scratched up. Only the engine case did. So yeah. So I'm gonna put these on. So basically, tools you need. Well, since I have this on here, this is not original. So the original one's the same thing. You have the bolts. These are not the original bolts. These are the bolts that belongs to this slider here, frame slider. So, but the original bolt for the bike itself, it's similar. Take out the bolts, and you should be good to go. So here I got. So let's see what it comes with. It comes with some. Obviously, it comes with your standard issue hardware, which is 8mm Allens, right? 8mm Allens. And you also need a 17mm socket as well for that. There's one bolt. It's a 17mm, and you probably want some type of Phillips, I think, for these. This thing is optional. So basically, what you do is after you put this on, you can take this little thing, and it's like a plastic cover, and it goes around a tube, somewhere around a tube somewhere. I'm not sure where. Somewhere in a straight spot, either right here or right here or right here or somewhere that's straight, and it shows, the sign says Givi. I don't think I'm gonna put that on there. I think it's probably gonna look kind of overkill, kind of cheesy looking, at least for this bike, anyways, for this style. Maybe on a different bike with a lot of plastics, this might look okay, but on this bike it would look. I think it would look kind of cheesy. But anyways, besides that, I have the bike on the. A rear stand, and the reason why I do that is that way the bike sits upright. So when I unlock, take these bolts off, since this is not just to the frame, but it also attaches to the engine. It holds the engine as well. when it's on the side stand, I don't want the weight of the engine to be kind of sideways, because that could kind of throw this alignment slightly off, and also it's very hard to put in and out of the bolt. So when it's upright, it's more, everything's more the balance and everything's more uniform, so that way it's being upright, it'll be easy to put it on in and out. So originally when I changed this, I had it upright as well, and it was a real cinch. There was no resistance or nothing to take the original bolts out and put the new bolts in. So hopefully it'll be like that with this as well. Let's see, this thing mounts on, so obviously up here, I think down here it mounts, let me see, I'm not sure where it mounts to. I think it mounts to this here. I believe it's this one. Whereas on the other side, this thing, on the other side, I believe it mounts somewhere else. Let's see. So it's like that. So it looks like it mounts to right there. So this bolt, that's it. So actually, this is the bolt that's from the other side. Was in front of the rear set. It's actually this bolt here. So yeah, actually, yeah, there's enough thread here. There's enough thread here to make space for this for this plate right there. So I guess it's only one side, not the other, not both sides, because if it's both sides, there won't be enough space. This thread won't be long enough. Okay, so all right, so the instruction says to do the left side first, or basically the clutch lever side first. So that's what I'm gonna do, the clutch side first. So I'm gonna set up and do that right now. So actually that means I have to loosen that up, and the two bolts, the two frame bolts on the other side. All right, so stay tuned for that.